it symbolizes trust, and trust is always between two people. So these are the things we have created as part of human culture to represent trust, to represent value. And if you trust in the United States, then this will translate into something, $20, or this was a Japanese yen. Or if I simply wrote you an IOU note and you trusted me, that would represent my ability to repay you, which is, as you know from your Economics 101, how cash started as basic IOU notes. And companies still do that. They write IOU notes. But the point here is this is valuable only because more than two people are involved in it. And money, therefore, represents the value we create because of relationships. You've got to have a relationship in order to have trust. When we are talking about fundraising, don't get distracted about the numbers. $20, I got 200, I raised 20,000, and get distracted by just getting the numbers together. And then you think, oh my goodness, how am I going to get this cash? But it's not about cash, it's not about funds. It's about the quality of the relationships that you build. What happens in inflation? Prices of goods go up. And what does that mean actually in real terms? And what does it really mean for the bicycle that I want to buy?
Our ability to buy it goes down because...
Don't use any of those words. Use new words.
Well, it's like a ripple effect because of because certain institutions on level of trust has gone down, so the trust has also gone down in terms of...
When there's inflation, something becomes much less valuable over time, right? It just decreases in value. This thing decreases in value. Because people have lost trust that it's going to retain its value. There's a simple loss of trust and the value goes down. And because of all sorts of institutions, they print money and et cetera, et cetera. But the basic point is that it starts losing value because people just don't believe anymore that tomorrow this will buy the same amount of good. So at the heart of it, again, is trust. And when you have a high trust, high relationship, you create value. So when you're thinking about fundraising, think about friend raising. When you're thinking about creating resources, think about how resources are actually created. It actually comes from your relationships. In and of itself, the relationship is not there. This is just paper and metal and plastic. So let's come to the heart of fundraising, what you're trying to do here in your projects. At the heart of it, you're trying to build high trust relationships with your participants, with your NGO partners, with the people, friends and family who are going to be giving you cash because of a trust. Now, trust in what then? Trust in what?
The other person's ability to take care of you.
Yeah. Trust in the other person, so they trust you, your credibility, that you can deliver. Generally, that's how I first raised the first $10,000 for SEALNet went through my business school contacts. People gave me money because they were my friends. They trusted me. How is this trust built? Someone wants to try to get this $20 from me for the project? Okay. Daniel, yeah.
Well, if you think about it as you're basically using the paper to get some resource that has value, then I think the first element of trust is to create value in for the other person in like either a shared goal or a shared outcome.
Okay.
So it's kind of you have to build the value for them so that they invest in it.
Okay, but you're not still going to get this. You're right.
Well, I'm not.
And I'm not going to give you a $20. Someone get this $20 from me. Can you get $20 from me? Yes.
When I fundraise, I first have to trust in my own project, in what I'm doing.
Okay. So get this $20 from me. Tell me about a project.
Project Caroline 2009
Yes.
focused on active education.
Yeah.
And I believe in it because I went through it, right? And I went through it, and then I came to US for the college, and I struggled. So I know and I trust that something's not right.
What's not right?
The education system, the way that I've been raised, the way that I've been through an education in Thailand,
Yeah.
right? It did not prepare me for higher education in developed country like the US, right?
Yes.
And I want to go in and I want to fix it. I want to start making a step toward fixing it, right? And I'm telling you right now, that
Yes.
in 2 weeks, I
Yeah.
can't change the system. If you're looking at me
Yeah.
to change the system in 2 weeks, I tell you right now, I failed.
But in the 2 weeks, what will you
But
change?
in 2 weeks, I have made a first step, right? And I believe that the way I'm doing it, it's the right first step.
Okay. And what difference will this $20 make? Tell me in one
It's a
sentence.
good starting point.
Tell me in one sentence what difference will this $20 make? Take a breath. And don't talk to my head. and start with Leng, give me this $20 because
Medium pressure.
take your time.
Leng, give me this $20 because one is the first. Well, let's make it one sentence, right?
Yeah. One second. Take your time.
Semicolon.
Leng, give me this $20 because it does not go into my pocket. It goes into a project that I believe I will make it successful. And I believe that that project will create a change
For whom?
for the youth in Thailand, in my home country, in that community. And that first step that your $20 is going to go to is the biggest, most important foundation to the change in the future.
Thank you. This is $20. Yeah.
Go to pocket.
No,
Feel
you asked for me.
general.
I'm not giving you a parking. You asked for it. You asked for it.
Okay, that's $20 part of me too. So wait.
I'm spending his money.
When you fundraise, there's when you fundraise, you not only ask one person, you
only get $10
a
now.
partner. The person always have to check with his partner.
Maybe give me $20.
Well, the game will come out later. But I want to challenge though, because from what I heard, I'm not quite ready to give yet. Yes, because some stranger in Thailand, some dingy town I don't even know about, some children I don't even know. Why do I give to them? I would give. Yes, maybe sometime, someday they get it, but I give because I give to you. Because I want to see your growth.
Well, you the $20. Not everyone feels that way, but.
Okay, so hold on.
Okay. You ask again, but I teach you a trick. Praise, pride, ask.
Wait, sorry. Praise,
Pride,
pride,
ask.
ask. Ask what? Sorry.
Okay, let's do it.
Home, you are very beautiful. My project is going to touch a lot of people. Please give me $20. Pride. And this was taught to me
It has to be
by.
genuine.
This was taught to me by a professional fundraiser. Praise, pride, ask. You want to try it? Then you can have background. Background.
Okay, so with me, and KB suggests praise. Praise your fundraiser. Tell them something about themselves. You got to tell me something about me. Like holding up a mirror to me. And I look at it and I go, oh, I like what I see in this mirror. That's all. Right?
Is the $20 still up for grabs?
The $30 is still up for grabs. In fact, the $60 is up for grabs. Is all the cash that I have. They're all up for grabs. They're all up for grabs. So you're building a relationship, and a relationship is you begin to think, why would someone want to sort of help? Okay, they're doing it first for themselves. They want to feel good, or they want to do it because they want to help you as the individual. They may not care for the project so much, but they may actually be really interested in you and how you will grow and how you will change. Or they could also be interested in the project itself because it's just deeply connected to them. They have a child who is suffering from HIV because they're hemophiliac or something like that. And then they want to support other children the same way as well. But it's just building that connection. And out of that relationship, you're going to get cash. But you will also get what? Huh? You get but after relationship, you get what? Trust? Resources? What form do resources take?
Confidence.
On confidence, all the intangible stuff. Advice, knowledge.
Their network.
Their network. Relationships create other relationships. And those other relationships may have cash. So the immediate relationship may not have cash. But the next relationship may have cash. And that's what you're building. Should I pass it on? Questions? Maybe let me just tell some stories. I just cleared out my drawers the other day, and I saw the first three checks. I saw the first three checks that we had ever received. One was a $5,000 check from our friend Skip Fold. Just wrote him, told him about the vision. It was in 2002. I said, Southeast Asia is going through tremendous change. There was just a bombing in Bali recently, and we really need to start thinking about the future, and I believe young people are the people that need to be touched. And he wrote me a check for $5,000. I sent an email out to a sample of my Harvard Business School friends, and I got several $100 checks. And those of us who worked on the ERC committee meeting in Singapore, they gave me checks. So I have photocopy and I just kept them in my archives. It was just some friends who did that. I contacted Kishore Mahbubani, who was Singapore's ambassador to the UN, and he said, good, I like the project, write me a letter, and he sent it out to a bunch of his friends, and three people replied, including Ong Beng Seng, who owns the Hard Rock Cafe. He gave $10,000. That was the beginning. It was just two friends, simply saying, this is who I am, this is what I love, this is why the people need it. And they responded. So family and friends is one place to start. And I would encourage you to look at your family and friends and to set it up so that each of your participants are also asked to raise funds so that they are invested in it. Okay.
Well, thank you, Leng.
Welcome.
It's really inspiring.